One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy midshipmen. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the American, the Navy midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. To get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The midshipmen got the explosive play on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. They're going to ride this running back. He has the first and still on his feet. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right. Found
plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Horvath. Here's the pressure. It's caught. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. He'll take it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Loses 4. Second down coming up.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Gives it on the option. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The midshipmen trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. He's looking downfield to throw. Steps away to find some room. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
Navy will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. To the air, it's Simpson. Quarterback moving. He's going to take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And you could tell the offense was trying to take a shot and really stress that safety. Sending one guy long, you better cover the deep ball, and then try to slip a guy right underneath it. Unsuccessfully, the quarterback's got to be a little bit better with that timing.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. You better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Navy! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Got his man quickly.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Looking for an open area to his left. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Using his legs to buy some time. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Navy holds the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for a loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. To the air, it's Simpson. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Alabama trying to convert this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. And here comes the Navy offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And that's the second time he's gotten to the quarterback, following the legacy of those great Crimson Tide pass rushers like Will Anderson, like Ryan Anderson or Tim Williams, or the great Derek Thomas or Cornelius Bennett, who could get to the quarterback.
I like it. You run out of oxygen naming all those guys. and that's what they do. They're a pressure defense, and they're going to come after the quarter. They ain't going to give you time to find open guys to beat their DBs, and they got so many great pass rushers that don't really like quarterbacks, so I really like them.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a three-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
Really good job by this defense, man. Fourth down and short. Great job playing the quarterback first. That's the most important part of the option. Don't let him get downhill. Now it gets to the pitch man. It gets a little bit outside. They run to the football and get the big stop on fourth down.
He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
And that's a play you may look back on when this thing's all said and done as a key play in the game. Fourth down, one the offense absolutely has got to be able to come up with. And I love the play call because you're going option and you're putting it on your quarterback to make the right decision. The pitch guy was where the ball had to go, and he's able to use his speed just enough to pick up the first.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Loss of 5. Second down coming up.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Connection to the right. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
Try to get it to the edge. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Horvat. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Navy now in trouble here on third and long. He's looking to pass. Gets it out fast. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Miller. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
It's a seam wide open. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming.
Navy 10, Alabama 0.
Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out route.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sticks. It's Horton. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The full-throated roar of the brigade helping this Navy defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
Buys a little time with his feet. He's got him. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. To the air, it's Simpson. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No? Well, nobody's got him.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They march 79 yards on the drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Throwing on the run. Makes the catch down the right side. There he goes. Touchdown, midshipman. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Rolls onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Now adjusting. Lets it fly. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Navy! takes matters into its own hands.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Quick completion on the out. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw through. Right now, great pitch, great catch.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rolling right and going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cuevas. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tide!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And the thing I like about giving it to the fullback right away, it hits downhill right now. Very